Finally, we're back. Mike, what's going on? It's the Mike and Mish show, guys. It's 2026 and we're finally back. I sound like shit, but there's Mike. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on there, folks? This is my new voice. What's up, man? What is going on? I am back. I had a great last few weeks. The
Oh,
only thing
dude,
that was missing was this podcast. Other than that, it was perfect.
this was the longest amount of time off from work that I've taken in probably 20 years. I don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
not only did we
COVID
not do this,
times.
not only did we not do this podcast, I didn't work the entire time either. I went 2 straight weeks without going to work. I felt like I was a civilian again, Mike. It was crazy.
Oh, I got a little taste of what it's like to be retired and do nothing. I do have a
Yeah.
lot of funny stories from this vacation, though. I'll tell you that. A lot of funny, weird shit happening around
Mike
town.
Mike's got like the craziest airplane story that you'll ever fucking hear in your entire life. He told me about it and I was laughing
Sickening.
my ass off
So
on the
great.
phone. Dude, I was laughing my ass off because I was picturing it as like a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode or a Seinfeld episode, like from start to finish. The entire episode could have been filmed on that one flight, and it would have been fucking hilarious too.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely could have. And I feel like I'm such a stickler for airplanes, like all the dumb shit people do on airplanes. It was like worst perfect flight, if that makes it like the worst. It was just insane the things that were happening on this flight. I couldn't even believe it. I
Yeah,
didn't
we're
get
gonna.
upset though, which is funny. It didn't make me mad, which I'd be pissed, but I think I was just happy to just be starting vacation that all this crazy shit happened on this plane. And I still I just fuck it. I was just living in the moment. I was like, this is gonna be the best story. These people are fucking nuts on this plane. I swore I was on Spirit Airlines, but I was not.
Well, we were coming off of. So the reason why Mike was on this plane by himself is because his wife and kids went ahead. Because Mike stuck around in Connecticut for Bkfc Fight Night Mohegan Sun.
Yes.
So you're coming off of one of the most entertaining heavyweight main events ever. Like
Oh,
that fight between Anthony Garrett and Parker Porter was the perfect fight to cap off the year for BKFC in 2025. It was unbelievable. Mohegan Sun Arena was going fucking bananas. And then the after party, we filled up Tom's once again. It was just a great night. And then, so you were riding a wave, right? You were
yeah.
riding a high right into that airline. You didn't even give a shit, Mike. It's great.
I was riding high. I was loving life because we had like Friday, Thursday morning. People don't realize we got to shave every damn day, right? So the first thing that made me happy was I didn't have to shave. So
Yeah,
Thursday morning, like the 18th, whatever, I did not have to shave.
yeah.
So I mean, I shaved that was the last time. And then the next day there was a Christmas party for work, and then we had the weigh-ins, and then the next day was Saturday, and we went and saw the fights and they were awesome. They were awesome. And then we went to Tom's. I didn't leave Tom's till like 1:30 a.m. It takes me about an hour, a little more to get home. So when I got home, it's like 2:33. I had to leave my house at 4 a.m. to go to the airport. So I never went to sleep. I just went straight home, got my bags. I already had set up an Uber. This lady comes and picks me up and drops me off there. So I'm going good, man. And we take off on time. I get in that airplane, right? And I fall asleep immediately. I I got it. So we have our guest coming on. This story is a little bit lengthy, so I don't think I have enough time to tell the whole story right now. But all I
So
have to, it has to deal with like people screaming and complaining, someone shitting their pants, a cat. I mean, I'm talking just a mess of an airplane. The flight was absolutely insane. Some
you
people
have
would call it
pictures to prove
atrocious.
it.
I do
Yeah,
have pictures, and I should upload. I'll upload them during the show because then I'll tell the story because it was incredible how insane this flight was. Like I
dude.
couldn't even believe it. I couldn't believe it.
I'm
Oh
telling
my
you
god.
guys, I swear to God, I said it already once, but like Mike told me this story, and I couldn't believe that it was like all real. And I know it's real. He's not gonna make shit like
Sounds fake.
he's not gonna make any shit like this up. But I was just laughing so hard because I've traveled with Mike so many times, and he is a fucking treat on these airplanes. He is the guy that will box out people that are trying to go from the row behind you to leave before you. He'll be like, no,
No.
that's not happening today. You're going to throw the balance of this entire airplane off. I can't let this happen.
Yeah,
like
do it.
if someone doesn't take their bag down fast enough from the thing, Mike's the guy that'll be like 4 seconds. That's how long it should take. 4 seconds. Come on. Like you forgot where you put your bag. You forgot where you put it.
How do people do that? How do you forget where you put your bag? I never understood that.
You were on 90-minute.
Have your bag, you walk away. People are like gallivanting. They're looking around. They're checking 2 or 3 overhead compartments. Like, dude, when you got that, you were sitting here. You sat next to where you put it down. What is this? You forgot.
You were on a 1 hour and 30-minute long flight. Fucking find your shit.
I could go on forever about airplanes.
Yes. Hey, before we bring on our guests tonight, let's shout out our sponsor real quick. It is still Full Blast Clothing right there. Mike's got the hoodie on. Full Blast Clothing, a clothing brand for fighters and the fans. Hold nothing back. Give it all you got in the ring and in life with the Mike and Mish show. Bkfc. Let's fucking go. Go to fullblastclothing.com. Check out their website. Check out their clothing line and go to their Instagram, give them a follow at Full Blast Clothing on Instagram as well. Mike, we got 2 guests tonight because one of them fell off.
Yep.
We were originally going to have Juan Figs on, but that
time
changed.
Is not his friend.
Those time zones, man, they get everybody.
Those time zones.
So
the time zone strike again.
We have a real treat here. We were going to talk to Taylor Dagner last, but she's going to come on first. And then we're going to talk to the welterweight title challenger, Dustin, the Disciple Pague. Looking forward to that as well. Mike, what do you say we go ahead and bring her on?
Yes, let's do it. After this, we'll be joined by Taylor Dagner. Let's go.
Hello.
What is up? I think Kyle's microphone is off right now, but welcome to the Mike and Mish show.
Hello.
It has been quite some time since you've been signed.
Yeah. I mean, I've been wanting to get on
a while ago.
Yeah, it was April I got signed. I've been wanting to get on Mike and Mish since Bkfc, Texas. I don't know if y'all remember. I was messaging y'all then, like, I just got signed, get me on. So this is really cool.
Yeah. I know. So we still can't hear you, Kyle. Still can't hear you. Yep. Get out and come back. I'm going to kick him out. He's kicked out. We bounced him. Kyle ended up going to Texas. I couldn't go to Texas. I had a bunch of things to do, but I know Kyle was down there. So you ran into Kyle?
Well, I messaged him. I saw him like at the weigh-ins, and I was like, "Are y'all like Mike and Mish?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's in the flesh." So half of y'all, at least half of you.
You guys didn't get to meet up at the event.
No, I got busy. Yeah. I tried to hang around after and like meet people, and security kicked me out. I wasn't able to.
Hello.
Hey, there he is.
Hey,
that's the Mish of Mike and Mish.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yes, we were chatting back and forth on the Instagram for a while, trying to get you on here, and here you are. I missed the first part because the internet sucks ass, and live is live, and this stuff happens. But finally, welcome to the show. It's 2026. It's time to get you a fight.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been time, I feel like, but we'll see.
Oh, well, I don't know what you guys got into yet, but
we just talked about Texas briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Texas, yeah, Fort Worth. You were you at the Fort Worth one? I know we were messaging. We never ran into each other though.
No, I saw you, like recognized you at the weigh-ins, but didn't actually get to talk to you. But yeah, I was there. The weigh-ins, I got to talk to Dave Feldman, and then at the actual fights, I got to talk to Nate Shook and Chris Lytle, so that was cool.
So the place that they had the weigh-ins, I gotta tell you, man. Had you ever been there before? Like you
No.
you around that area in Texas?
No, that was my first time in Texas, like at all. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That was the most insane bar I think I've ever been to in my entire life. It was like
Yeah.
150,000 square feet, Mike. It was
Everything's bigger
fucking-
in Texas.
dude.
No, 100%. The stockyard, did you get to watch or like
Yeah.
walk the stockyard? That was really cool. Definitely
Yeah.
really
Huge party area down there for sure.
Mhm.
If they
Yeah, I
ever go
ran-
back,
What was that?
I said if they ever go back, we're gonna have to drag Mike down to Texas that time, and he'll
Oh,
have to-
Yeah. It's definitely
You
an
could-
experience. I ran into Borga. I think Britton Hart was at the stockyards afterwards. It was like you said, it was lit up with people.
Yeah, it's crazy, and the event was great too. That
Mhm.
arena in Fort Worth was crazy. But with you, how long ago did they sign you? It seems like it was like 6 months ago. Is it over?
Yeah, April. I don't know. Maybe is it 8 or 9 months now? It's almost been like it's knocking on a year.
So what's the talks of what's the conversation like? Has there been any conversations about fights? Have there been any like brought up but fall through? What's going on with you?
There's been a couple opponents that the names have been brought to me. I've said yes, and then like they got matched up together or they got matched up for a different card. So I don't know what's going on with that. But recently my management said that I'm penciled in for Tampa in April. So fingers crossed I get an opponent, and if so, that'll be a great card to debut on. Good old Florida.
Yeah, hell yeah. Florida, and they show out for Florida. Like BKFC, they sell out everywhere in Florida, so that should be a good one. You're really tall and long, right? You what weight class? You're 5'9"?
Yep.
So what weight class are you going to be fighting in?
125 flyweight.
125. Okay.
Yes.
Now, your background, you would say, is mixed like MMA. Are you an MMA fighter or boxing?
I would say MMA. I'm definitely striking heavy. I'm actually undefeated in striking discipline, so I'm 2-0 in kickboxing and 2-0 in boxing. And then both of my wins in MMA have been because of my stand-up. So I'm definitely like striking heavy. I would say boxing is my bread and butter. So
bare knuckle might be where it's at for you then.
yeah, it might work out. I mean, boxing. So
yeah, you don't have to worry about takedowns. I mean, there are people. Let's say, I know we're going to use this example. He's one of a kind, that's for sure. But Lorenzo Hunt, you know, he might not be happy about this, but he didn't do that well in MMA. But I'll tell you what, the guy is one of the best, if not the best, BKFC fighter, bare knuckle fighter. You know, 2-weight world champ. Guy just keeps. Actually, his last fight, he was getting beat from pillar to post like the Mike Richmond fight, and then boom, one shot over. I mean, the guy can't be stopped. He came in, he got caught. Props to Josh Dyer for really, you know, taking charge of that fight, but not so fast. And
you make a good point there. Like you said, he wasn't very successful in MMA, but bare knuckle is just a different, like it's a different beast. Like that's kind of the great equalizer. I like to say you get on that stage and you find out who's the bigger dog and who's really there to fight, because that's what bare knuckle is. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same story for the champ at 125, Christine Faria.
Yeah. Amen to
Christine,
that,
yeah, Christine Faria is the GOAT in women's BKS, in women's bare knuckle fighting, and she had the same kind of run in MMA as Lorenzo did. Some people just aren't meant to be on the floor.
She was like a 13-0 kickboxer.
Claustrophobic is all. Get off.
Yep.
Yeah. That's me at least. But yeah, you said her kickboxing, or is it her Muay Thai?
Or Muay,
yeah.
She's Muay Thai, yeah. It was 13-0.
But striking heavy, MMA, meh, and then she gets the bare knuckle and she's running through people. It really is the great equalizer.
Yep.
Yeah,
it definitely is. It's awesome, really.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody understands it.
Yeah.
Everybody can watch it. Be like,
yeah, exactly.
I know what's going on here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. Is that somebody that you've watched and looked up to in BKFC? Like, since you've been watching bare knuckle fighting and decided to, try your hand in it.
Yeah,
Is that
Christine.
something?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've been watching her I've been watching bare knuckle since 2020, but like heavily watching it since 2020. But yeah, she's definitely, if you want to be the best in bare knuckle, you've got to study her. I mean, she's got the aggression, she's got the skill, the IQ, the power, the volume. She's got the work ethic and even the mentality. So if it'd be dumb for me to not study her, if I want to do well in this sport.
Right. You said that you're going to be possibly fighting in April. Is it a 125 fight that they're talking about getting you, or are you? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know, because I know that they're trying to build the 135 division as well. And being 5'9", I would imagine 135 is probably pretty comfortable for you as well. No?
Yeah, that's an easy cut. Definitely. I could walk in there on that, like the way I diet down to my weight. I could walk in 135 easy, but yeah, that would be that's something I've thought of. I want to, test the waters at 125 because, like we say, it's a whole different ball game in there and feel it out. But I have a lot of faith in my power and my boxing, and so if I do well enough in 125, I'm not against playing around with the 35ers as well.
Are you training with anybody who has already fought in the BKFC and has bare knuckle experience?
Not currently, no. I do have contacts with Josh Weems, Wide Open Weems, down in Forest, Mississippi, I think. He's from around there. And he works with some killers, Dustin Pague, Caleb Harris. And so they've had some experience and could give me some really good insight to the sport. And we can just text him whenever and like ask stuff. So that's real nice.
Caleb Harris.
I missed
That's
him.
a true OG name right there. Yeah, I missed that guy. Where's that guy been at?
I don't know, man. Living life. Like, he's a dog, though. He's one I studied as well. He's had some insane fights.
Yeah, I would love to see him make a comeback. He kind of just fell out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, have them bring it back to Mississippi. I know the commission kind of sucks here, but y'all put a card in Mississippi, maybe Biloxi, and you could have Weems, me. I think Elmore is from around here, maybe. Or no, I might be getting
Elmore's from Georgia.
But, yeah, he was an Atlanta guy.
Yep.
Scratch that. Caleb Harris. Back to him.
Yeah.
So that would be great, I think, personally.
Did you go to the Biloxi show? Was it BKFC 20? Was it 20?
Yeah, I don't think it was the Biloxi show I went to. There was one in like Tupelo or Tunica at the casinos. I went to that one. My coach fought on that one. I think he fought Grady. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Grady. Shady Grady?
Yeah, Shady Grady, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Actually, don't quote me on that. I got to look it up on Tapology first. But
Shady Grady. Oh, boy.
Must have been an interesting fight.
Yeah, there were no headbutts.
Every Shady Grady fight is an interesting fight.
No headbutts on this one.
No headbutts. No raging out.
Exactly.
Oh, my God. That guy is something else.
And you signed with Storm Management?
Yes, that has been amazing. Harvey Singh, he's my manager, taking so much off my back I don't have to worry about. So that's been great.
So when you signed with the company, you didn't have management at the time?
No management, training at home. So kind of crazy. Did
you go to a tryout? Did
no.
you go to one of their tryouts? No.
I mean, my second MMA fight, I was pretty, like I said, both of my wins were dominant on the feet. And so Nate Shook messaged my coach back in 2020. It was like, when she goes pro, let us know. And that's just been in that bug kind of stuck since then. So I've been wanting to get on with y'all.
Wow. And that's a long time coming. That's six years with that little idea in your mind. Just a little spark, not ignited yet. It's just
manifestation.
Just yeah. And fast forward, and here we are, 26, and you're ramping up.
And 6 is my lucky number. So, I mean, who knows? It might be a great year for Tay. We don't know.
Yeah.
I think you should say it's going to be a great year. It will be a great year.
It definitely will be. I'm excited. I'm ready to get that opponent and get locked in on, that fight so we can get the ball rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it's. We didn't obviously Mike and I didn't know it was 6 years in the making. We thought it was more like a year in the making. But
Yeah.
God, if they get you on a card in April and you get yourself a win, you know how the BKFC is when it comes, especially when it comes to the women's divisions. If you come out of there pretty healthy and without injury, you could fight 2-3 times this year. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they don't have the deepest female roster. No, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
doesn't I don't want to sound like I'm like bashing their roster, but they
Oh,
don't
no.
have a ton.
Yeah.
And
It's still fairly new, so we can say
right.
we're pioneering it. Yeah, a little bit.
Right.
So
When they announce a new signing like yourself, we're like excited about that. Yeah, like
yeah.
yes, finally some new bloods. Let's go.
Yeah. And I feel like I bring a little something special to the division, my style, obviously my reach. I think it'll be real fun once I get in there and start shaking it up a little bit. I'll ruffle some feathers, hopefully. That's the goal, at least.
I mean, we already talked about Christine Faria, but has there been any other fighters that you've been studying, trying to take little pieces of their game? Like we
Yeah.
always talk,
Yeah.
we always talk to a lot of fighters about the uniqueness of this sport, and like some of the best of the best that have pioneered the sport do have interesting techniques, like the Alvin Britos and the Lorenzo Hunts of the world. Who have you been studying?
I mean, key fighters I've been studying like that, I feel like my style, I want to mimic them. So Bryce Henry's one. He's kind of like that long, like sniper style. I think he's kind of shown success with that. Nathan Rivera has that same like at range, clean boxing style. I want to do that. In the women's division, I've taken a lot of notes from, of course, Christine, Britt Hart. She's really tough. She's really, you could say, a pioneer for the women's division as well. So, you take, pros and cons from her fighting style and you try to learn from it. Like, she's very aggressive. She's very volume heavy and she's tough, but there's some things she does. She puts herself maybe in the line of fire a little bit too much. So you can learn a little bit from everything that they do. I studied Jess I simply because I want to fight her, not really to like use any of her style, but just because I feel like that'd be a good matchup for me. Who knows?
Wow. Nice. You know what? You and Brittany, Britain, she's compared to her division, she is one of the taller, lankier girls too. So she does use her range well. So, in comparison to you and the 125ers, that's probably a pretty good person to study as well.
For sure.
Jessica I, you say you would like to fight Jessica I, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I mean, technically, they scratch her Texas bout, we're 0-0. No, but I'm just kidding. But I think her height, honestly, and she's good. She's a veteran of the sport for a reason, but I don't think her boxing is as good as mine, to be completely honest. So I think I'd put up a good fight. And mostly I'm gunning for that because she's coming from the UFC. She's on quite a platform. And so if I jump in and fight her, being like kind of a nobody, that puts some eyes on me that otherwise would not have been on me. So I'm always trying to grow my brand and stuff like that.
Right. And you go and win in April and you're 1-0 as well. And
exactly.
1-0 versus 1-0.
Yeah. I got some arguing to do then.
That's nice.
Yeah. You got to start shaking that tree. Start shaking that tree, right?
Yeah.
You said Nate Shook is the one who started that spark. He needs to really ignite this fire because he did it. Where is he? Nate, are you watching? What are you doing? We're gonna get Taylor on the card, man.
He's probably watching the interview right now, just eating some popcorn, chilling. But Jess I actually got her media because I try to watch everything to try to study everybody, but her media interviews before the Texas event, she said she didn't want Christine next because they asked her, they presented her, and she said, I know coming from the UFC, they're going to expect me to want to fight her next, but I know it's a whole different ball game. So I would like a fight in between her debut, at least one fight in between her debut and Christine. And so maybe I could be that one fight, who knows?
Damn, sound like you got a good little plan going. And I definitely interviewed her in Fort Worth after her fight, and that's exactly what she said. She said,
Yeah. Oh, was it you? It might have been your media clip. So yeah, I'm
it
watching.
might have been, yeah. She might have probably said she could have said that to everybody that interviewed her after the fight, but she definitely said that to me as well. Yeah, well, we're excited to see you get in there. It's been too long since they announced your signing. We talked to Kevin a lot, and we know that they're trying to do what they can do to get you a fight. Hopefully April comes to fruition. 2026 could be a big year for you. So best of luck to you for sure. Before we let you go, any final words you want to say to anybody that's going to be paying attention this year, or the brass, or anybody? Go ahead. Yeah,
I'll just want to say thank you to everyone that shows support. Just a huge thank you to my family, my fans, my friends, all my sponsors, HKA, TMH, Bucked Up, and of course, Harvey Singh with Storm Management. I'm super grateful for them. And just anyone that's believing in the vision before it comes to fruition, I appreciate y'all, and we're all going to the top. So
awesome. Good stuff, Taylor. Mike, you got anything else for her?
You going to be at Knucklemania?
I mean, I'd love to be. Maybe we can also bug Nate about sending me out to Knucklemania to watch. That would be awesome. Right now, no. But
I'll tell you what, if you could get out there, that's the place to be. Knucklemania last year was insane. It's going to be at the same place this year, and everybody was there.
Start a cat fight in the crowd and get me a fight or something.
You know what? Hey, before we let her go, Mike and I have been telling all the young and up and coming fighters, do whatever you can to get to these events. I don't know if your sponsors can get you there or whatever. And Kai Stewart is like a perfect example of this. Like before Kai became world champion, one thing about Kai Stewart was he would show up at events and just be seen. Like he would get his face seen. He would take pictures with people. He would like make sure that any podcasters that were there, any media people, he would like make sure to talk to them. And Kai's like he's like the perfect example of that. Like if you could do that, you're doing the right thing right now, getting your face out there, but like try to get to some live events that you're not fighting on, just so you could shake some hands and take some pictures and like get people to follow your social media platforms and stuff.
Texas, I kind of did that and ran around, and anyone that I could see, I'm like, I'm your teammate now. Like I ran into Garverino, and I was like, you're Cannoli guy. And his girlfriend or his wife, actually, we follow each other now on social media from that. But yeah, I definitely could take a page from his book on that, self-marketing and self-promoting. It's a skill for sure, especially when you're fighting as a business. So I'll do my best. I'll start bugging my management, and maybe y'all will see me. And that would be great.
Would be. And Johnny Cannoli's definitely going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He's
from right up the road, right up the street. He's going to have some cannolis.
So we're like family.
Well, how many percent?
2%. Yeah. Yes.
2%. That's it. That's all you need.
It's a strong 2%.
But perfect place to go. It not only will be a ton of fun, but it'll be great for networking. Hopefully we see you there. Kyle, it's so close. I mean, it's right there. I can almost touch it. It is just a quick 30 days away. I mean, look at that. Yeah. 30 days away. That's it. Till Knucklemania 6. I can't even believe we're on Knucklemania 6. Hopefully we see you there. Thank you so much for coming on the show. You're welcome back anytime. We'll cross our fingers. We'll probably see Nate Shook actually in about a week, next week. Not this weekend, but next weekend, because you're back at Mohegan Sun. We saw him last time. I'll definitely bring your name up in conversation and just keep throwing that out there. I'm not going to say he's going to totally listen, but maybe. You never know. But I'll definitely sprinkle a little bit. Taylor Dagner, hey, I'll just throw it out there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on. Everybody else, stay tuned, because when we come back, we'll be joined by Dustin, the Disciple Pague.
Appreciate y'all.
Later, Taylor.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful guy. Look at you.
What's up, boys?
Take a look at that mug.
Where are you sitting?
Yeah,
right
what's
now?
up?
What are you on a balcony somewhere?
That's his backyard, right?
Yeah, I'm on my deck, so I can explain
Yeah.
this. We just got home from wrestling not too long ago. My kids are still wild at 9:30 at night. We're remodeling our basement, so it's a construction site. So I'm out peacefully on my deck.
Yeah,
There
I
you
kind of
go.
remember your deck having that overhang, and then you
That's
have like
right.
your gym in the back with the shed, right? Like you have
Yeah,
the
that's
big,
the bang barn right there.
the
The
bang
bang
barn.
barn.
It's
Yeah.
for fighting, guys. It's
Yeah,
for
come on,
fighting.
perverts.
Oh my
You
God, what
sickos.
are they thinking out there?
Dustin,
What's up, guys? I miss y'all.
Yeah, we miss you
Yeah, we
too.
missed
And you know
you.
what? You got a fucking world title fight.
Why do I not hear Kyle?
Again? Oh no, wait. You know what? I can hear Kyle. You know what it is, Dustin? Have you
Yeah.
heard him at all?
No.
I heard him when Taylor was on.
Okay, we're gonna back you out. Can you just back out and then like back all the way out of the show and then just come right back in?
Yep, I can do that. I'll see you in a bit.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, this is what happened with Austin Trout when we were on. And he couldn't hear me, and it really was that he had to come out.
What is this bullshit? What is this?
I don't know. You know what it is? We pay too much for this streaming service, and it doesn't work.
Mike,
I'll
look at him.
kick its ass.
Over there, there's a blank screen. You see it? There's a blank screen.
Yeah, I see it.
There's nobody there.
He'll be right back after these messages.
There's no
Okay.
messages.
Kyle eats vodka gummies, part 3. But yeah, hey, listen, last time we haven't actually seen Dustin Pague like in person since Philly. We were in Philly the last time we saw him. We actually were supposed to fight on Knucklemania, right?
He was supposed to fight the dude with the colored hair. What was that guy's name? Remember that? He was supposed to fight
and the
a
guy
dude
had to pull out like last second, right? He pulled out
Yeah,
last second.
Yep.
There we go.
Can you hear
me
him?
now?
I hear you, bud. I was wondering why
Good.
you didn't say hi or like, hey, man, how's it going? I miss you.
I definitely said, look at this fucking beautiful man. That's what I said.
Every
Unreal.
time, this is the beauty of doing live shows, right? And we pay for the StreamYard service, but there's always random things that happen. Like earlier, it was Kyle. Nobody could hear him, and he had to drop off and come back on. You think you pay for a service that would work, but Fungula does not.
Yeah, you need to write a strongly worded email and get yourself a couple months free or something.
I think you're right about that. I've got a little troubleshooting chart in my head for exactly what we need to do to fix certain things like that.
There you go.
Yep. I'm going to have ChatGPT write me a strongly worded email tonight. That's what
You know how many ChatGPT emails I write, man? So good.
It's amazing. You know what? It's an amazing service.
I sound so smart. And they're like, wow, well written. I'm like, it was not me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You gotta you really gotta take advantage of it. If people aren't using AI, some people might think it's cheating or this and that, but it is if you make it do everything for you. However, if you use it to your advantage, like you should, the military's done this. They've unveiled Gen AI, where they took ChatGPT, Grok, and a couple of other AI platforms, put them together, and now they have like it's not like a top secret, whatever, but it's definitely a confidential AI, so we can use it in the military now to do things for us, and it is fantastic. I've used it a few times for things, and it's nice because, like, say for this show, right? I used to have to go to 17 different websites to find every different article, to find stats, to find this. And now I can just say, hey, ChatGPT, give me a rundown of Dustin Pague. And it will give me all your stats, your history, news articles with links. And I say, you know what, ChatGPT, why don't you give me all of his fight videos as well? And instead of me having to search every individual video, I'll just have them all in a row. And I'll just click on each link and I'll watch them one after another after another. It's so easy.
It is.
It used to take so long to do. I'd have 17 tabs open at one time.
It's a blessing and a curse. I feel like it's so many lazy people now get away with so much greatness because of AI.
Do you know when the first time I ever heard of it was ChatGPT? Mike, do you know when? Because it was you. I was at EOA school, right? I was down at Equal Opportunity Advisor School in Cocoa Beach, Florida for the Army for a month. And I had to write papers and do these presentations and shit. And he was like, why don't you just type it in the chat GPT. And this was like 3 years ago,
Yeah.
right? It was like 3 or 4, like 3 years ago when chat GPT started becoming a thing. And I was
And it
like,
saved your life. You're like,
right.
oh my
I was
gosh.
like, what the fuck is even that? And he was like, and he explained it to me, and I looked it up. Dude, I was like blown away. I didn't
Yeah.
like copy and paste. I definitely used the shit
Get
out
some
of it.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh
hell
yeah. It could be your words and just be like, hey, make this sound more professional and better. And boom, you're a genius.
Boom. Yep.
Yep.
Oh my God. It was a lifesaver for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, we have talked enough about AI. Dustin, it has been a few year long road here, starting
Yeah.
all the way back in Salamanca, New York, where you took a loss on a bullshit call.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you've it hasn't been the easiest road to a world title, but here you are, what, 10 days away, 9 days away from fucking Julian Let Me Bang Lane for a world title strap. What do you think about that?
Crazy, man. It's insane to think about the journey. Just my whole fight career has been such a up and down emotional roller coaster. But I'm grateful, man, to be a part of this organization, to be at this level of competition, and to be representing and fighting for a world title, man. I'm honored. I'm very grateful because I know the 165 division's stacked, man. I know there's a lot of fighters that are worthy of this opportunity. So I'm truly grateful. Yes.
That 165 division is truly stacked, like you said, and I'm sure like the guy that you fought once before wants the next crack at that title. I'm wondering if that's what's on your mind too. Like you get a win over Julian Lane, become a world champion. Is the the fight with Trinidad Snake? What would that be what you would want to be your first defense, seeing how you ran into him once before and got the break?
I definitely want that fight for sure. I don't think he's next in line. Just and nothing against Trinidad. I think he played it smart against Trout because Trout's a stud. But I think that was in my eyes, I think it was a boring fight. I think they were both just so tied up and not losing that it just wasn't a fun fight to watch. So I think that might set him back a little bit. I think Bryce Henry's next in line. You got Connor Tierney, you got Rico Franco, who I haven't seen in a while, and he's a stud. There's just so many guys, and you never know with this game, man. It could be anybody, but I'm not even worried about that right now. I got my eyes set on Julian, so we'll take one step at a time.
Oh yeah. Julian Lane too. Like what a fucking, like the two of you have been on like such a long journey, like separate journeys, but like seriously, you've been in the game just as long as each other. You've both done great things. Julian has had much more heat, obviously, throughout his career because he's just that guy. You know what I mean? He's the let me bang bro guy from the Ultimate
Yeah.
Fighter, but he's also gone all over the world and fought in a bare knuckle organization in Russia. He's fought in the BKB in the UK. He's fought every fucking killer that they've ever thrown into the BKFC. His record isn't the greatest, but he's on a run right now. He's on like a 5-fight win streak and just looking better than ever.
He has fought a serious some serious contenders. Like his fucking oh my God.
You can't really look at, I mean, records only tell you so much. You can't really base that off of the quality of a fighter in this game, dude.
The names are crazy.
Mike Perry, Mundell, like he's fought studs. Leonard Garcia.
Yep. That fight was good. Yep.
Jimmy Sweeney twice.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't look at a man's record. I don't take Julian lightly whatsoever. He's a stud, man. And he's a world champion. He deserves to be holding that strap. I'm honored to fight him. I'm a fan of him. I enjoy watching him fight. He's an aggressive dude. Yeah, I'm grateful, like I said, and definitely not looking past Julian. It's going to be a tough fight.
Oh, it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be at Mohegan Sun, which is right up the
Yeah.
road from us, which is fantastic. So, you're saying we haven't seen each other. We're going to see each other real soon.
I
'Cause
know.
we
Mish was
definitely
saying,
gonna
man,
be
he's
there.
like, that's right down the road. I'll see you there. I'm like, all right, man.
It
Oh,
is.
yeah.
It is literally a half an hour from my house and
That's
about
awesome.
an hour from Mike's house.
Yeah, about an hour from me, but we work like 20 minutes away from there. Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's man. When are you getting to Connecticut?
I fly in Thursday morning, so
Thursday morning. Okay, so
yeah, weight's good.
Little
My weight's
tight.
really good, so I'm excited to have an easy cut and give you guys a show Saturday.
We were trying to figure out, and like, I don't know, I cannot believe that Mike and I, neither one of us can remember this dude's name. Who was the color-haired guy that you were supposed to fight in Philly last year? That was the last time we seen you in person.
Oh yeah, JD Burns.
JD Burns.
JD Burns. Well, we saw him there, but didn't you fight at the 2300 after that? And we were at
Yeah,
one of those
so
events.
I did
Right?
see you guys there.
Oh, you fought
Um,
Angel Corps.
yeah, you interviewed
Yeah.
me that for that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah,
We did
because
see
we
you
saw
at the
you.
Angel
We
Corps
saw you
fight.
at KM6. We didn't really bother you too much because it was, the fight like dropped off like the day
Yeah.
or the day before the weigh-ins or something, or the day of the weigh-in.
I was driving to Philly when I got a call from my manager.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah,
What
that
was
was
the-
horrible.
What was the reason that fight fell out? Did he get injured or something? What was it? I don't even
So,
remember. Do you?
No, I felt bad for him, but it was partially Bkfc for not, getting on him for his medicals, but
Yep.
partially his fault too for delaying
Just
things.
wrong with his
So,
eye or something.
yeah, so what happened was he went to get his eye exam. He passed his eye exam, but it was the wording from the doctor. So the eye doctor said, so apparently he had some scar tissue, like from a prior injury years ago by his retina, and the doctor said cleared to fight, but should see a specialist. Like basically saying like, hey, he's good for this fight, but he should probably check this out and make sure he's good.
Good, but he ain't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good, but he ain't that good. Great.
the BKFC doc was like, that's kind of vague. Like, what does that mean? Needs to see a specialist? Like, and so he turned in those medicals like really late. Like it was
Yeah.
like that week. So yeah, they're like, no, I don't like what that doc is saying.
Yeah.
And we don't have
Can't
time
be
for you to see a
vague.
specialist. It's like
Can't be vague when you're fighting Peg. Can't do it. We need to know.
That's right.
So
yeah,
it wasn't the commission. It was the BKFC's doc themselves.
yeah,
on
I
that.
think he
That's-
didn't like the wording of his paperwork.
Damn, that
So
sucks.
he's like, no, he needs to see a specialist to get cleared. If this doctor is saying he should probably see a specialist. But by that time, once it got in his hands, it was day before weigh-ins.
Damn. Yeah, I remember seeing you there, and like you were not a very happy man in that hotel lobby there. It was a rough day for Dustin Pague, that's for sure.
It was. That sucks, man. Especially just not so much for me because I've been in the fight game a long time. I've had that thing happen. I've actually walked to a ring before on one of my amateur fights in Richmond, in the ring, and the announcer's like looking around confused when they called the guy out and he's not walking out.
No
and
way.
then somebody tipped him off. He's like, hey, he walked out the front door. He saw Dustin warming up on focus mitts and said, I'm out of here.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. I hope that guy
Yeah,
never
so-
fought again.
Yeah, so I'm used to that kind of letdown, but what really bothered me was just all my family and friends that invested money, took off work, and bought hotel rooms just to, not see me fight.
Dude,
Yeah,
didn't
that's-
you have the guy slip in the back too? Wasn't that you?
See,
I was
I'm
just-
telling you,
yeah,
I'm
Dennis.
used to this stuff.
That's
Yeah.
right. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Dennis.
You got
I was
Yeah.
the first person alerted to that. Very odd. This is very
knucklehead
random.
Dennis. No,
That
right,
literally
is that his
happened.
nickname?
That
That
happened
in
right
Virginia
next to me.
too.
Yeah, it was right next to me. We were in the black tents ready to
Yes.
walk out.
Yeah.
And then the state athletic commission like popped his head in the curtain and was like, I'm like,
yeah,
that's not good.
I'm walking by that area, the warm up tents
Yeah.
that they put up there. Then you guys are side by side, but obviously you're separated by a black curtain, right? And it's like a rectangle for the people who haven't been there. It's right behind the scenes. They walk people out of the. So for those of you watching and haven't been behind the scenes, they have different locker rooms, you know, and they come right before when people are fighting in the next fight. They come and get the guys in the locker rooms and they walk them into this staging area. And and it's right behind the entrance. So they're in there and they're separate and they're warming up and they got their corner and their bucket and all that shit and they're going. Now I'm walking by. Now it's a hockey stadium originally, right? So there's a lot of hockey going on in that arena. So they have these wooden platforms that sit on top of the ice and there's just small gaps, but there's a little bit of condensation that does happen, right?
Yep.
Now I'm walking by and this dude like falls out of the like tent, like through the side because it's only a curtain. So you could like just essentially walk through it if you wanted to and be out of it. He's like falls. He like comes out of there and he's telling me, like, I don't know if he fell into me. I couldn't because I was kind of just, I'm not paying attention, right? I'm just like walking by and he comes out from the fucking curtain and he tells me like, I just fell and I pulled something. And I'm like, just staring at him. Like, I don't know what the fuck to say. Cause like, I'm aware of like kind of what's going on. I know the fight just ended and you guys are about to walk out in a minute, but I'm not like, what the fuck do I say to this guy? Because he just tells me he fell. So I'm just kind of just stared at him for 3 seconds and I go, all right, I don't even know. So I start just like looking around for anybody in BKFC that could help, right? And I see Kevin Smith walking. I'm like, Kevin, get over here. Kevin. And Kevin comes, I was like, this dude saying he fell just now and he pulled a muscle or something. And he's about to do his walkout in like 2 minutes. And Kevin's like, oh shit. So he runs, we get Doc Moosey and everything. And the commission, and they sit him in a chair. He was, I have to say, he was pissed, you know, and he was sitting on a chair, and they're checking him, and Doc's like, Doc Moosey, I was right there when the Doc was like shaking his head, like you see him do on the side of the ring when people walk up to the side and he checks his head. You can see him shake his head, and you automatically know it's over. So I'm just standing there like blown away, like no fucking way. What are they gonna do? At this point, we got like 30 seconds before they're like, hey, let's go, make the walk. So everyone starts they're frantic. They're like, oh my God, we got to stop. You know, I don't know what they say to production, but hey, Sean Wheelock, you better start talking, buddy, because you got a few minutes to fucking kill.
Yeah.
But now
and
they apparently go tell you.
Yeah, apparently they weren't given the word. So I don't know what's happened. Like once I'm backstage, everyone's like, what's going on? Like they weren't told what happened. So they weren't saying like, oh, apparently, you know, Dustin Pague's opponent slipped and the fight's not going to happen. They just kind of skipped over us. So everyone's texting me like, where are you? When are you fighting? What? I mean, hundreds of texts. I had like 236 text messages and messages.
My God.
Yeah. They're like, what's going on? I had people in the stands calling me. They're like, where are you? What happened? Yeah. That was a nightmare.
Yeah,
and didn't they like briefed you guys on the condensation, right? Didn't they tell
Dude, they briefed you, all of us so much. Like, guys, it is very slippery behind those curtains.
Around back there.
Don't be doing focus mitts. Like, if you're not warmed up by then, like,
yeah,
you shouldn't be doing anything. Just, yeah, they were very clear about that. So I don't know what he was doing back there.
Yep.
Jesus. So it like when I say it's been a long, rough road to get to this title fight, it has been one interesting fucking ride for you in the BKFC so far.
That's been my whole career, man. A lot of weird stuff happened in my whole fight career.
Yeah, we even mentioned it earlier. New York, you're beating the hell out of dude from Canada, right? What's the guy from
Jake
Canada?
Young. Jake Young,
right?
Yep.
You beat him. He falls. They're like, oh no, disqualification. Hit him while he's down. And they, okay, great. You got this slip. Cancel the fight. You got the other fight. Was there one more? I feel like there's one more somewhere.
Well, he had the break. He had the jaw
the break too. That
so
was
you
great.
had to take time off. You had to have a period of time off for healing too. It's just like a lot of crazy shit has happened. You say that like it was like that for your whole career. Let me ask you this, dude. I don't know if we ever asked you this question. If bare knuckle fighting was a thing like at the beginning of your career and you got into this, you think you would have been doing this more than MMA?
100%. I said that in a couple interviews. If this was around when I started MMA, I would have jumped on this train and rode it my whole career. Like that's always been my favorite thing. I've got a lot of wins in MMA by submission, but it's typically because I would knock them down and then submit them. Like stand-up game, that's my bang, baby. Like I love just duking it out with somebody. So if this was around, for sure, I would have been doing this my whole career. I love it.
Yeah, it's such a great sport, and like we said,
We've
like,
clearly fallen in love with this sport.
for sure.
I mean, who
feel you,
can't?
man. I love this.
It's the best, man. Who can't love this sport?
You're going to Mohegan Sun on January 17th, fighting Julian Lane. It's gonna be a guaranteed banger. The main event of the last event at Mohegan Sun, December 20th. Dustin, tell me you watched Parker Porter fight Anthony Garrett in the fucking main event, December 20th. That fight right there. Did you see this?
It was so good.
I don't know if I saw that. They don't.
You wouldn't forget.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't see it then.
You got some homework to do, my friend, because the main event of December 20th's event in at the Mohegan
I didn't want to
Sun,
tell you who wins,
dude.
because
don't tell me. I'm gonna watch it. I had my my dad's Christmas or family Christmas party was the 20th, so that's probably why.
I'm gonna tell you
Saturday
this,
right before.
This is two 260 plus pound behemoths fucking fighting like there's some featherweights in there, dude. It was.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to tell you who won because when you watch the fight, you're not gonna know. Like you just won't know as you're watching the fight. And it's like, I don't know who's going to win this fight because they went all out. I'm talking about multiple knockdowns, back and forth. Like it was nuts. It was a great way to end the year. It was the last BKFC fight of the year. It was fantastic. And it wasn't even supposed to happen because Porter was set to fight
Josh Copeland.
And Josh Copeland, something happened. The rumor was someone might have passed away in his family. And then Garrett was fighting Gormley. So they ended up taking Garrett and throwing him in the main event just like days before.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 days before.
Yeah. And it ended up being fantastic. Like that place
good
was
for
on
them.
its feet, screaming. It was unbelievable. Yeah, that event, that fight was great. That fight was so awesome.
Yeah.
Were you guys there? Were you there live?
Yeah. And so like Mike and I, since we live so close to Mohegan Sun, we've been throwing the after parties at Tom's Watch Bar at Mohegan Sun, which we're going to do again January 17th as well.
Yep.
That place fills up every single time. And after that main event, there was 200 plus people at Tom's Watch Bar just fucking buzzing from the fight alone. And that place was packed till 2:00 in the morning. It was like the fucking party never stopped. It was great. Like Mike was telling the story a little earlier. This crazy bastard had to get on a plane at 5:00 in the morning in Providence to fly to Florida to see his wife and kids and family. So Mike,
I stayed back to watch BKFC. You know,
yeah, he's happy.
My whole family flew to Florida on the 18th, and I stayed for 3 extra days just so I could go and cover the BKFC event. I had
what
to.
a stud.
Yeah,
does your wife support you?
Oh yeah, 100%. She might even come to this fight because she was asking me today. She was like, "Oh, should I go to this event?" Because she's been to one event and she's been to a watch party because we do BKFC watch parties. We were the first people to ever do any type of bare knuckle BKFC watch party up in the Northeast, and we started doing it. And I remember saying, like, one day right outside here, because if you go outside of Tom's and look down, you've been to Mohegan Sun before?
No. Never been there.
So this place is great too. When you go there, it's amazing. Like it's beautiful inside. It's not just a casino. There's restaurants. There's like a little mall area. There's arcades. Like it's a very, very nice, like architecturally, it's very, very nice. Like you're going to enjoy just that place in and of itself. But when you go outside of Tom's Watch Bar and you look down, the arena doors are right there. So we would throw all these watch parties and we would just tell people, Next time we're going to an event, it's going to be right there in that arena. And now we're about to go to our 5th event at Mohegan Sun, which is fantastic. I can't even believe I'm saying that. But yeah, she should be there. We've brought all of our family there and friends and all of our unit because we work, Kyle and I are both full-time military still. We work right up the road, and a lot of the people in our unit support us, including like the commander and people. Like
That's
we
awesome.
have Mike and Mish. Kyle, I can't see what Kyle's wearing, but you know how we wear those like olive green shirts, and we have a Mike and Mish one made by Grunt Style, and it's been okayed by the commander to wear that at work Monday through Friday, not on duty, like actual duty, but if we're doing maintenance, the soldiers are allowed to wear the Mike and Mish shirt. And it like that's how much they support us in our unit.
That's awesome.
Our general in the state, one of the generals for our state, went to one of the fights one time with his wife and met Parker Porter and Josh Watson, and he was there all night. They loved it. Like, we'll probably have 50 plus people from our unit there. They love BKFC in our unit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good job, boys.
Yep.
Spreading the word.
Oh yeah. Got to spreading the gospel of BKFC.
That's right.
Must do.
Yeah.
And spreading the word of Dustin the Disciple Pague. I've done it many times. I'll tell you what. I was just doing it in the avionics section just 2 weeks ago, telling people, hey, you're going to go to the fights on the 17th. This is going to be a good one. And I tell them the story.
You know what? I was telling people because they had not announced your guys' fight like a month ago, but they had not announced any other fights until just recently, like a couple weeks, like maybe a week ago, they put the whole card out. And I was telling people, I'm like, just go on January 17th because the fucking main event alone is worth the price of admission. That is a guaranteed fucking banger. There is no way in hell that those two guys fighting each other is not going to be anything other than a fucking banger. I promise. Whatever the rest of the card is, it'll be fine. Trust me. Just come on out. Stick, watch whatever the rest of the card is until that main event. Enjoy the fucking main event. Come hang out afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome, man. Well, yeah, I will not let your friends down. I promise you that.
Let's go. And like we've already talked about the journey of the two of you guys. Like this main event, these two names in that main event, this couldn't be a better way to kick off 2026. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to put on a fucking absolute banger to kick off the year. This is the one. They did it right with Parker Porter and Anthony Garrett to cap the year last year. They're going to kick it right off in the same exact arena with you two. Fucking
money, let's go, baby. You're getting me hyped.
Yeah. You know what? Hey, and after your fight, you're gonna come down to Philly February 6th. Was it February 6th or 7th? Like
7th, yeah.
7th. February 7th. You're gonna come on down?
Yeah, me and my wife were. Did I lose you guys?
No,
we're here.
Just a little
put a graphic up. Yep.
Yeah. Me and my wife were just talking about that. We're gonna make the trip. Yeah. So.
Yes.
And hopefully I have a belt, thrown over my shoulder.
Fuck yeah.
Taking pictures.
Last year's Knucklemania at that same arena, it's got a new name now. It used to be the Wells Fargo Arena. Now it's the Xfinity Center, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's Xfinity Center Arena or something. Yeah. It was the most insane fucking
crazy.
Yeah. It was crazy. So
and which made it harder for me to accept that. Yeah, I'm not going to be on this card because I was sitting in the stands watching these fights. I'm like, gee, there was like 7 knockouts out of however many fights.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
And you know what, man? Like, I imagine, like you and Julian are probably going to put some sort of a similar fight to what like Jeremy Stevens and Eddie Alvarez put on that night. You know what I mean? Like someone's probably gonna fucking go down at some point. But that was one of the greatest 5-round fights like ever.
Yeah.
Right? Or did I go all 5? I can't remember. When did it end? But that was fucking great. And you know what else was great?
Perry stopped Stevens. It might have been
no,
fourth or fifth.
Stevens Alvarez was nothing.
Oh
but
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, he. I
Megamania
think.
5,
Yeah, Stevens broke his jaw, I believe, or Steven broke Eddie's jaw, and
That's
he
what it is.
stopped it. I forget which
know-
round it was.
Yeah, you know which one I'm thinking of? I was thinking of Perry and Stevens, where they went all
Yeah.
5 rounds, and Perry and Stevens kept getting up in the
Yeah.
fifth.
But he got
It was
stopped
just-
at the very end of the fight, Stevens.
Yeah,
Like with
it
like
was
30 seconds left or something.
Yeah.
He stopped the fight.
That
Fifth
was
round with like 30 seconds left, the fight got stopped.
Yep, that's right.
absolutely insane. And the way the crowd kept reacting every time Stevens got back up, and the rep would ask him if he wanted to continue, and he'd put his hands back up. I was like, man, this is one of the craziest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. I feel like January 17th, Pague Lane, 5 rounds of war. Somebody's gonna keep getting up until they don't get up no more, and someone's walking out with a title around their waist. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
right
baby.
January 17th. Let's go. Dustin, we love talking to you. We'll see you next
Thank you, guys.
Thursday. We'll see you next Friday at the weigh-ins, right?
Yeah.
Friday. At the
we'll be
weigh-ins.
there Friday at the weigh-in.
We'll see you Friday at the weigh-ins and Saturday at the event. Do you have anything finals that you want to say to people watching or who's going to be listening tomorrow?
I just appreciate you guys having me on. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for spreading the gospel, as Mike was saying. But yeah, man, I'm truly grateful to Bkfc for giving me this opportunity. I can't promise a victory, but I can promise I'm going to fight my heart out and give people what they want to see, which I expect is going to be an absolute war. And I'm prepared for it. So do not miss this fight.
Let's go. Thanks, Dustin. Mike, what else you got for him?
You heard the man. Do not miss it. Lane versus Peg, Bkfc 86, January 17th, Mohegan Sun. If you live like, I don't know, 20 hours away, just drive. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Who cares?
Yeah,
Just
make
put
it
the
happen.
radio on. What else are you doing? What else are you doing? Just be
Listen,
there.
I had friends drive to Nebraska last minute for when I fought Snake. They drove to Nebraska from Pennsylvania.
How long is that? It was like 18 hours?
I forget.
Nebraska
how long
to
is
Pennsylvania is quite a ride. I'm sure about that. It's
Look
gotta
it
be
up.
at least 15 plus hours, right?
Yeah, I know they stopped.
Where in Nebraska was it?
Omaha.
You know, Omaha, Nebraska. All right. Let's
Look it
do
up.
Omaha, Nebraska
Carlisle, PA.
to Carlisle.
I think they said like 12, maybe 10 or 12.
Whoops. PA. Let's
Mike,
see.
are you asking ChatGPT?
No, I'm not. No. 16 hours and 59 minutes. So almost 18 hours.
That's
actually there's a
dedication, my friend.
faster one and it's 15 hours and 46. That's with tolls, baby.
15, yeah, I think that's it. And they stopped.
Tolls
They
required.
stopped. They made it like a trip out of it and stopped and stayed and drove on. Like,
You know what I tell
people like that, man.
They don't regret it, I bet.
No, certainly not. Obviously, they felt horrible that I broke my jaw and had to get surgery the next day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's I'm just so grateful for people like that, man. I have such a good fan base and friends and family that are so supportive, man. That's incredible.
And in that 16, 17, 18-hour car ride, all the conversations that you have, you get so much more deeper than you've ever gotten in a conversation or knowing somebody. You know what I mean? Like if you're in a car with somebody for that long, you're talking about everything. You learn things about people you knew for 20 years. You all of a sudden go, what? I never knew you did that. It's just the greatest time. It seems like, oh, I got to drive that far. It's like you learn all this crazy shit. What else would you be doing? What are you going to do? What are you going to fucking just sit on the couch? You're going to watch the last season of Stranger Things? Put it on the damn phone in the car and drive and watch it. Go to sleep, wake up, talk, whatever. And then you get this whole story. You'll never forget about it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like the
it's
kids
memories.
say.
Building memories.
YOLO, like the kids say. You know what I'm saying? Or carpe diem, as us old people would say. You know, seize the day.
That's right.
You only live once. Just get it done. Get to Mohegan Sun. I'm going to bring it up one more time. You better get there. This is going to be a great fight, great card. Tom's Watch Bar after party. Let's go. And that's another thing. Everybody is so nice. After party, people take pictures. It doesn't matter win, lose, or draw. It's always a good time. Everybody loves it. Can't wait to see you next week, man. Safe
Awesome,
travels.
guys.
We'll see you soon. Thank you for coming on the show. And we'll talk to you very, very soon.
My pleasure,
Dustin.
guys. Thanks for having me. God bless y'all.
All right, everybody. We'll be right back after this. Peace.
Later.
Wow. We're backwards. Man, I'll tell you what a year we had. If those pictures, right? I was putting together that slideshow earlier today, and I'll tell you what, if I need a little bit of inspiration, there it is. I look at that slideshow and I go, holy fucking shit, the stuff that we've done. It's unbelievable. And, people are like, hey, when are you going to leave? How's the podcasting going? You going to be retiring soon or whatever? And I'm like, listen.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm like, listen, I don't think I'm going to be retired
wish.
soon, but let me tell you what, the whole thing is so worth it. I'm like, we're doing the podcast. We have all these people we've met along the way. We have the fans, the fighters,
It's the greatest
crew,
side hobby ever.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it evens out. We got a little bit of extra stuff. We give things away. We have all this memorabilia. We have tons of things. I got a fucking chair. I got a chair in that.
I was sitting in that chair yesterday.
That's a comfortable chair for a folding chair. I have a fucking chair from Knucklemania 5 with pictures of Eddie Alvarez and Jeremy Stevens. It says Knucklemania 5 on the fucking seat, guys.
Do you know what that chair does in my house?
Mine leans up against a wall. And nobody.
No, you know what mine does? I got that sauna in my basement, and when I get out of the sauna, I sit in that chair with a fan blowing on me to cool myself down. After
you're living dangerously on that chair, Kyle.
Yeah.
I would not dare put salt on that chair.
I have a towel around my fucking butt.
Good.
You fucking jerk.
Towel your butt before you sit on that chair.
I towel my butt.
You don't want butthole acids getting on that beautiful print. Salts and butthole acids.
Yeah, no. I'm not damaging the chair, I promise.
Kyle, we've had such a great journey, right? And we capped it off with that main event that we were talking about earlier, which was just a fantastic heavyweight fight to end the year. And I'm going to just roll real quickly into the fact that at the last event at Tom's Watch Bar, we were chilling at Tom's, and this gentleman walks up to me, right? And I actually met him at the weigh-ins, and I feel like I had seen him at a couple of events, but we talked outside of the arena at the weigh-ins and at the event, and he was at the fights, and he went to Tom's Watch Bar. Come to find out, he actually knows Sean Wheelock, and they're pretty good friends, right? And so we get to talking. Very, very nice guy. Never think anything of it. He comes up to me at the watch party, and he goes, "Hey, I've got these books." And he was like, "Do you want one? I'll give you one for free, no problem." And I was like, "Whoa, what?" And he's like, "It's the story of UFC 1 and how they made the UFC." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, Art Davie created the UFC, right? And it's the story of how he did that. And I've got a bunch of these books. I got a whole box of them. Come over and grab one." And he gave me a book, but he also gave us books. He came over like 10 minutes after he gave me the one book and gave us a box of them. Like literally, like I don't even know. What is there, 10 in there, 11, 12 books?
Yeah, there's got to be at least 10 or a dozen, maybe.
So we've got to give these books away to combat sports fans, right? And we decided to give away at least one book tonight. And I think we should give one away right now. And there's one person, I don't know if he's still here, but I'm going to tell you what, he's ineligible because he's going to get a book anyways, because I've already promised him a book, because him and I met during vacation and ate at Tito's Cantina down with Kyle's mom and dad. Me, Ben, and Kyle's mom and dad. And
can you guys believe that shit? It's fucking great.
Ben and his wife, and then Kyle's mom and dad met up at Tito's Cantina in Cape Coral, Florida, with Tito Ortiz, who sat at the table with us and hung out for a while, took pictures with us and everything down in Florida during this vacation. I have some pictures. I should have freaking uploaded them. I'm an idiot. I didn't. But Ben will get one. So Ben, please do not answer this question. But for those of you who are still here and you want this book, and I'm going to cover up this name here. All right, I'm going to cover up this name. Here's the book. It's called Is This Legal? It's a nice book. I read the entire thing over vacation. I loved it. I usually read fantasy books, sci-fi books, shit like that, but I really love this game, right? This book was written by a personality from Bkfc. Right now, in the comments, name who the person is who wrote this book with Art Davey about the first UFC, and one book is yours. We will send it to you. Let's go right now in the comments. Who do you think wrote this book? Ben, please do not answer this. Please do not answer this.
Yeah, I'll get the book in the mail tomorrow.
If Is This Legal book. It was good. It's got pictures in it about like all the original shit. It talks about, when I read this book over this Christmas vacation, I learned so many things about this original Bkfc. And if you're a combat sports fan like I am and like Kyle is, you will love this book. So
boom, right there.
There we go. All right. So there we go. Swervo Cuts got it. It is Art Davey with Sean Wheelock. Sean Wheelock actually wrote it. Is This Legal? The inside story from the man who created it. Forward by Big John McCarthy. Very, very good book. I loved it. And now you're going to get a copy, Swervo Cuts. So we'll give one. We still have another, I don't even know how many.
And if you're local, come out to the event on January 17th, and we'll give a few away at the after party as well. How about that?
Yes. Yeah. Come to the after party. We'll give some away.
All right, Mike, before we wrap this show up, you need to tell your airplane story.
Oh my God, the airplane story.
You gotta
people
tell
are still around for this.
The fucking airplane story. Everybody share the show right now. Get as many people as you can back watching this thing, because Mike's about to tell the craziest goddamn airplane story you've ever fucking heard. Let's go.
So as we prep for this airplane story, let me just go back in my freaking pictures here and forward myself.
Oh, you're gonna send them to yourself so you can bring them up?
Yeah, let me see if I can find
a picture. So to remind everybody, December 20th, Mike was home alone because his wife and children had already gone to Florida for Christmas vacation to visit her family. Mike stayed back for Bkfc Fight Night Mohegan Sun. December 20th, we go to the event. We have a blast. We do the after party. He doesn't leave the Mohegan Sun until 1:30, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't get home till 3:30 in the morning. He's got to get on a plane at 5 o'clock in the morning, gets his bags, gets to the airport, fucking gets through, hasn't slept a fucking wink, gets on an airplane, and then magic happens.
Dude, okay, so I get to the airport, right? Everything's going great. I haven't slept a fucking even ounce of sleep. I get on the airplane and I put in we get on, the couple of women sat next to me. It was like an older woman sitting in the center. I was sitting in the aisle on the right-hand side facing the front, right? About 7 rows back from the bathrooms, right? Forward from the bathroom. So there's like an older woman sitting in the middle. She's probably like mid to late 60s. And then there's a younger woman, probably about the same age as me or just slightly younger, sitting at the window seat. They get in their seat. I pop in my AirPods and I fall asleep because I'm toast, right? I haven't gone to sleep at all. We went out. We went to the went to the Tom's Watch Bar after party. We watched the fights. I went straight home. So at that point, I hadn't drank too much because I knew I had to drink. I had to fucking drive and fly and everything. So I'm like, all right. But no sleep, though. No sleep. So I'm fucking 42 years old. I need some sleep. So I go out cold. I'm out cold. I fucking wake up a couple of times. No big deal. I don't notice anything. Go back to sleep. About 2.5. So this is about a 3-hour. So if anybody knows, from Providence to Fort Myers Airport's about a 3-hour and 20-minute flight if it takes the full. But usually they always go, oh, we got here 20 minutes early, which is what the case. So about 2.5 hours into the flight, I wake up and I'm like, immediately when I open my eyes up, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that smell? Right? Like, I don't know what that smell is. It smells like a mix between like dirty chode, armpits, and I don't even know, right? I'm not even sure what it is. I just know it stinks, but I'm still in and out of sleep because I woke up. So like, when you wake up, you're not quite up. So I'm like closing my eyes, probably falling asleep for like maybe 30 seconds or so, and then waking back up. I did one of those things where, you're like sleeping, sitting up, and you like feel like all of a sudden you're falling. You're actually falling because your fucking head, you try to like hold your head and you fucking, and so I did that a few times. And then finally I'm like, fuck it, I got to get up because I got to go to the bathroom, right? So I go to the bathroom and I didn't get to the bathroom yet. So I'm in my seat and I'm looking back like this, right? I keep looking back because there's people in the bathroom already. And as I'm looking back, I see the flight attendant and we catch eye contact. And as I'm looking at her back at the bathrooms, waiting for somebody to leave, she's like pointing like this. Now, I think she's pointing to the bathroom, but I can see that somebody's in the bathroom. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck she's saying because she's like 7 rows back at the bathroom. So I'm like, I don't know, whatever. So I just like shake my head like, yeah, whatever. And I'm waiting. I just keep looking back. And finally, a bathroom opens. So I get up and I walk back there and I go into the bathroom. The second I open up the door, the flight attendant, I step out and the flight attendant like steps right in front of me. And she goes, hey. She goes, do you want to? And she goes, hold on, come over here, like out of the view of the aisle. So she like walks back and I had to like step forward. So I'm like, looking, I'm like, oh, what the fuck's going on? This is crazy. What the fuck does flight attendant want? So I walk over and she was like, do you want to change your seat? Because the kid that's sitting next to you. So now I'm sitting, the old lady, we got the younger lady, but next to me. So the way that Breeze does it is 2 seats and 3 seats. So the 2 seats here, there's a mom and there's a kid that's probably about 8, 9 years old. She goes, do you want to change your seats? Because the kid that's 2 seats to your left shit his pants. Shit his pants. That's the smell.
She said shit his pants. Too.
She said shit his pants. She actually said shit his pants. And she wanted to go back because she thought like she'd be looking back.
How old was this kid?
He's like 8, 9 years old. This is like a full-fledged shit. This is a kid that's in like third grade. You know what I'm saying? This is a big shit. This isn't like a child's, like a little baby shit. This is a full-on fucking shit on an aircraft. So I'm like, oh my God, that's what the shit is. But here's the thing. I felt like it smelled worse by the bathrooms because everybody's shitting in the bathrooms. And I'm behind him. So somehow the breeze, I feel like, was going backwards. Being next to him wasn't as bad as the smell back there. So I just thought to myself, like, you know what? I think it's bad no matter where I go. I feel like I'm better off to the right than behind him. You know what I mean? Because just the air. So I go and I sit down in my seat and I'm just like thinking to myself, like, wow, that's fucking crazy. This kid shit his pants. Okay. So I'm looking over now. Now I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, so now I'm looking to my left across the aisle, and the mom is the type of woman that goes out in her pajamas, and her pajamas look like they've been stomped on a fucking tar. You know what I mean? Like they're dirty, they're wrinkled, there's like hairs on them. Like
she's probably wearing slippers.
Leathered, they're old. She's wearing sandals. She's wearing open toe, like $1 Old Navy sandals.
Like
right?
shower shoes.
Yes, like shower shoes. And she's wearing like a t-shirt where there's like a little bit of a rip in the collar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about weathered shit, like dirty people.
Yes, paint
So
us the
this
picture.
kid,
Like.
I start getting like I'm looking over and I'm like, something's off, right? So the kid, something's wrong. I know something must be wrong with the kid, right? There has to be, because the way he was acting and stuff, I just knew something was off. So I'm fucking sitting there thinking to myself, like, dude, this is absolutely insane. I don't know how the hell this kid shits his pants. So here comes all the flight attendants. Now they're talking to the mom, and the mom's like, oh, can you just wait a second? So the flight attendant comes up and hands her like this fucking blue looking trash bag thing, right? And I guess it's like clothing, because they don't have a change of clothing. So this kid's still sitting in shit now as we speak. I don't even know how long this has been going on, because I've been sleeping for 2.5 of a 3-hour and 20-minute flight. Now we're at about 3 hours. You know, the pilot's already telling us, like, the pilot's like, all right, get ready for a descent. We'll probably be landing in RSW about 20 minutes, right? So now they're like, hey, we're going to land. Why don't you get this kid changed? And she's like, oh, give me a minute, because I don't want to embarrass him and blah, blah, blah. So she's sitting there waiting. And finally they get up to go to the bathroom so they can change. He's going to wear this fucking blue tarp thing because they don't have a change of clothes. I look over, there's actually shit on the seat, like diarrhea, liquid fucking shit in the seat. And you know how the seats on the aircraft's got a bunch of little holes in it? Like, it's in there. We're embedded now. This is embedded. UFC embedded. It's in the fucking seat, right?
They got to remove
now
that
they've
whole
got
seat.
4 flight attendants over there. They're wiping down everything. They're they're spraying cologne and fucking air spray all over the place, right? Then they come out of the bathroom and walk back. And they sit down, everybody disperses. And actually, for the next few minutes, as the flight attendants are walking by, they're like going like drive-by sprays. As they walk by, they're spraying. So I'm sitting there laughing. This is great, right?
They're just spraying disinfectant right on the kid.
We're not even close to over here, folks. This isn't even close. This is the beginning of madness. So we're getting close to it. Now, I haven't mentioned yet that somebody behind me's got a fucking cat, okay? And they put a cat in this little tiny fucking carrier, and they're sitting in the center seat behind me. Now, I'm sitting there, and I do have noise canceling headset on, but I can still hear meow, 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 meow. So I'm like, what the fuck is this noise? And I'm like, turn around. This fucking person has a cat and a fucking carrier, and it's just meowing over and over and over. I'm like, oh my God. Flight? Thank God. It must have been going through. It was just going all the time. Like, it was almost like it was constant, like constant. So I was like, holy shit, thank God we're landing. Okay. All of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, so due to some weather, we're going to have to, we're in a holding pattern right now. So we're going to have to go in circles. So they're saying we're in a holding pattern, and we're going to have to fucking fly around in circles now until we're able to land, right? So I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Now I got to stay on this flight even longer. This kid shit his pants. I got this cat going, meow, meow, meow. Now this kid's playing on his tablet. And he kept pressing this button over and over again. He's playing like a Mickey Mouse thing, and it kept going, we're going to put the fire out. And he just kept hitting it over and over and over. I'm talking 500 times he must have hit this button over the course of the next hour. Over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? So it smells like shit. He's hitting the button. This fucking cat is losing its mind at this point. It's like, meow, 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 meow. I'm like, oh my God. All of a sudden, the older woman who has been quiet the entire flight comes to, like, she's noticing what's going on, right? She's like, what's going on, right? So we're like, oh, they're saying we're in a holding pattern. There's something going on with the weather. And now I had text Steph because Steph's waiting to come pick me up. And Steph says it's super foggy. She texted me. And now the young girl on the other side says, oh, yeah, my boyfriend or whomever texted me this picture. She shows us a picture. I'm talking like fog. You can't even see the car in front of you. So thick you couldn't even see. So now we're in the holding pattern. 20 minutes goes by. Hey, we're still in the holding pattern right now. We're just going to keep on going round and round till this fog clears. About 15, 20 more minutes. Okay, sure. So now I'm like, oh my God. Now
Mickey Mouse is still going.
Mickey Mouse is going. Fucking
cat
shit.
Still meowing.
Shit smell. Cat still meowing. Lady next to me starting to lose her mind. She's been silent the whole flight, but now silence has become violence. She is pissed. Okay. She starts going like this. She goes, oh, no, it's because he got here so early. She's talking. She's not like just telling me. She's just saying it to the world. I'm talking like she's going extra. Oh, I know. There's no fog. It's just because we got here early. The pilot fucked up and now we can't land, this lady saying. She thinks that because the pilot got there in 3 hours instead of 3 hours and 20 minutes, that now we don't have a place to land. He fucked up.
God.
There's no fog. Now she's on the phone calling her boyfriend on the phone. What's going on with the fog, right? This lady, so Steph already told me it was super foggy. The lady that's on the window seat, she's already showed us a picture of the fog that her boyfriend took. Well, this lady in the middle is a conspiracy theorist. She does not believe either one of us. She has to call her boyfriend. Her boyfriend says, oh, there ain't no fog. It was for like 5 minutes. There's never any fog here, right? Dude. So she starts losing her mind. There's no fog. They're lying to us. He fucked up. Now the woman who's with the kid starts saying shit. Now she's on the phone talking to her family. Hey, we're not gonna be landing. Blah blah blah. We're still in a okay. Hey, yeah, guys. I'm sorry I got to tell you this, but we got about 15, 20 more minutes because we're still in a holding pattern, but we're running out of gas. So if we can't land in the next 15 minutes, we got to go to Tampa and refuel and then take off and then come back to RSW. Oh, God. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me now. I got to stay on this flight now for a possible another. And now Tampa's not that far away, but we're talking about 50 more minutes, then another 20 minutes flight to Tampa, land, fuel, take off again. Okay, here we go. Guess what? 15 minutes later, can't fucking land. We're on our way to Tampa. So I tell Steph, listen, we can't land. We're going to Tampa. So I'll let you know what's going on. Go do what you got to do. Now we go to Tampa and we land. The lady with the kid is on the phone with her family like, oh, yeah, fucking blah, blah. He shit his pants. We need more clothes. Blah, 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 blah. Like, she's telling them this. This lady's freaking out next to me telling people, fuck this. This is fucking bullshit. This guy tried to land early. He fucked everything up. There's no fog. Blah, blah, blah. Like, what the like? There can't be fog. There's never any fog. Let me caveat to this.
What are the
caveat? Oh, dude, I kept catching eye contact with this one. The flight attendant told me that the kid shit and asked me if I want to move my flight. She kept looking at me like with these eyes, like, holy fucking shit, this is nuts. So she's trying to calm down the woman for yelling because she's riling up the lady with the kid. Now she's saying it's fake. They're both saying it's fake. It's a big conspiracy. It's fogspiracy. Now I talk to Big Ben occasionally, and since the day that I've told this story to Ben, we text back and forth, and he always sends me messages showing that there's fog in Fort Myers, which is hilarious. So for the rest of my life, Ben's gonna keep texting me, showing me there's fog because this lady said there's never any fog there. So finally we refuel and we're about to take off, right? So now I'm like, fuck it, I downloaded some shit. I'm just gonna no pun intended. So I'm watching my phone, and all of a sudden I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? And I'm like, oh my God, did this kid shit his pants? It's gonna smell like feet, right? Guess what? Wow. I look over and this kid is eating smart food. All right. A whole motherfucking family size bag of smart food, white cheddar, ripped it. So this kid is now shit his pants.
Eating
and he's opened up a bag of smart food. Do you understand how stinky smart food is? It reeks like feet, basically. So now you got shit. You've got fucking popcorn.
You got
this
cats,
kid is
you got Mickey Mouse.
Cats, Mickey Mouse, shit, smart food.
Angry
this
old
lady's
ladies.
fucking going crazy, screaming the whole time. She's talking shit forever. After that happened, she never stopped talking shit. She was talking shit. She kept saying, my holiday's ruined. My Christmas is ruined. Everything's ruined. Everything. The Christmas. We're talking about it's the 21st. She's saying her Christmas is ruined. It's 4 days after that. Dude, this kid starts fucking flinging popcorn around like it's confetti on New Year's Eve. I am not joking to you. This is 100% The absolute truth. He's fucking flinging confetti around like it's nobody's business. I've never seen anything like it. I'm talking about half a family-sized bag of popcorn that's on the fucking ground. I'm loading it up right now. And this isn't even going to do it justice. I'm going to tell you what. But it was the most absolutely obscene thing I've ever. You can see the popcorn on the ground here. You can see on the seat. There's the fucking blue tarp. And then look on the seat. You see like the shit pad that you give to dogs that piss inside the house?
Yeah. Oh my
That's
God.
a shit pad. Look at all of the fucking popcorn. I'm talking about it's in the lid of that red drink. It's all over the floor. It's everywhere. When I tell you, this doesn't even do it justice. This doesn't even do it justice. It was so bad. It was everywhere.
Hey, Ben. Ben wants to know what was Mickey Mouse saying on
He
the
kept
pad
going,
again?
we're gonna put the fire out. Like that, like over and over and over again. Dude, this was the craziest fucking flight I've ever been on in my life.
Oh my
I've
God,
never
dude.
seen, I've never been on anything crazier than this. It was just absolutely insane. That was it. We did finally land, but I got stuck on this flight for like an extra 2 hours after I woke up. So I was supposed to land at like, 9 something, and I didn't land till almost 12.
Dude.
It was insane. Fucking insane. I couldn't believe this was real life.
I wish we could have uploaded a cat noise and we gotta put the fire out.
When I tell you 500 times, I mean it. Like we're talking like
Popcorn
every time it
flying,
stopped, he
dude.
hit it again. Every time it
Oh my
stopped, he
God.
hit it again. Again. I was like, dude, this is crazy.
There it is.
This is the craziest flight ever.
Tell me that you guys can't all picture that entire thing as like a full episode of Mike in the fucking world of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm telling you, man.
This is like a story where like I meet up like in 20 years, the stewardess tells people the story and we meet up and it's like front page news international,
Dude,
man meets with
Mike
woman
fucking
during
texted
shit
me.
plane rain.
You texted me the next day and you're like, bro, dude, I got a fucking story to tell you. Do you have like 20 minutes? And I'm like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm available. So I fucking call him and he's like, all right, listen to this. And he tells me that whole story. I was fucking dying on the phone. I'm like,
oh yeah, unbelievable. I was calling you too from the CVS parking lot because my daughter, for the 3rd fucking vacation in a row, got sick the day we got there and was throwing up and had 104 fever and had the flu and an ear infection one day into fucking vacation, basically. Well, she had been there for 3 days, but dude, I'll tell you what, holy shit. What a crazy. The lady that was sitting in the middle, she was talking so much shit. I barely even got into that. Like, she was talking so much shit. I was like, wow, this lady really broke out of her shell. She seemed like a sweet old lady until the fucking plane didn't land. She did not stop the whole time. She was swearing. She was yelling. Like, people were like looking back. It was like so awkward. It was so awkward.
You know what would have capped that?
She kept saying her Christmas was ruined. She kept yelling that. My Christmas is ruined.
It would have been awesome if to cap your story, an air marshal like stood up and told the old lady to keep it down, or we're gonna have an issue, and then he like zip ties her. That would have been fucking great.
Oh, that would have been awesome. I would have loved that.
Mike, that story was fantastic. It was full of shit. It was full of popcorn, Mickey Mouse, and kitty cats and old Karens. I love that. I love that story. We're back, man. It's 2026, and we have finally kicked back off our fucking. We took 2 weeks off. I don't know if we've ever taken this many weeks off. I don't know. It seems like we took a month off, but we're back. Thank you to Taylor Dagner for coming on here. Hopefully she gets a fight in April like she was talking about in Tampa. And huge shout out to Dustin Pague, who's got a title fight next week, Mohegan Sun. Can't wait for that one. So always a good time talking to him. Quick shout out to our sponsor one more time. We got Kill Foot Clothing. You can see it on that sweatshirt that Mike's wearing right there after he told you that big poopy story. Go to fullblastclothing.com. Check out all their clothes. You can buy the Mike and Mish collab there. Go to Instagram. Follow them on Instagram at Full Blast Clothing there as well. And Tune in next week when we talk to some more BKFC fighters. And if you're in the area next week, you better get your ass to Mohegan Sun and hang out with me and Mike. Mike?
Yes,
What
do
else
it.
you got? What else do you got for these peeps?
Congratulations to Swervo on winning the Is This Legal book by Art Davey, written by Sean Wheelock, the one and only Sean Wheelock. Great book. 100% recommend reading. I read the thing from front to back, and it was great. So I loved it. There's so many cool things in that book about what happened before that show. So
that's it, man. Strap in for 2026 with us, guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Mike.
That's it. That's all I got, man. I guess we'll see you guys next week. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and all that good stuff. We're back, baby.